Well, hello guys, welcome back to the Bench with Gilly. So today we're going to be taking a look at AK's newest product. Here we got Real Colors. I've been sitting on these since the Nationals. I know, I'm really late. Should have done this video a long time ago, but here we are, summer. It's my holiday. So we got a nice box here. As you can see in this set, everything that you see on the front of the box here is what you're going to be getting inside the box. So these are acrylic markers for modeling, matte finish, dry fast, or waterproof. Nice box. And not only that, they're magnetic. So anywho, yeah, we got a little color guide here. Comes with 34 markers. Got 2 layers here. Yeah. I added this little tab here, so because if you don't, you're gonna have a hard time trying to squeeze them out without breaking this here. So there you go. So anywho, let's pull one out. They're all marked with RCMO 2002 off-white, real color markers by AK. So, to make this short and painless, I did play with these already, had a little bit of fun with them. As you can see here, we did some painting using the marker. People seem to like them. I'm hit and miss here, so as you can see, that's 1 layer. This is a 2 layer and still doesn't really cover much, right? Anywho, like I said, we'll check things out, play with them. So you got 34 colors. Some of them even have designation mark of black cross there that represents the Germans. And we also got a Russian cockpit turquoise, Russian flag on there. We look at this other one, we got RCM 029 Mitsubishi interior green, Japanese Army. Wait, there's RCM 028 RAF cockpit gray green, British. Yes, of course, they even got American in here, as you can see here, the star. But we're not here to talk about that, we're here to talk about the markers. So, move these aside. And in our little color test, we're going to be going through how they react to the back base. So we got Tamiya white here, Tamiya gray, and Stannl-Res black. And at the end here is just plain plastic card. We'll see how each color holds up to each primer and non-primer. So I'll try to make this short and painless. So we'll start off with rubber black. That would be RCM 01. And we'll just do one quick line. Straight across. Well, she smudged here on the plain white. That's just plastic card. She's holding pretty good on the Tamiya primer white. Still a bit shiny, so it's not quite dry. Gray's holding out pretty damn good. So we'll go back again, and this time we'll use as you can see, it comes with a nice soft tip, but we're going to use a bigger line. So you get a fine line and a dark line and a fatter line. So far the rubber black's holding out pretty good, which is not bad. We'll have to try it on a piece of test kit here. So that was RCM 001. Let's try RCM Off-White. That's RCM 002. Okay, we'll do the same thing. Grab a ruler. Then we'll do a dark line up top first, and then we'll use a thinner line on the bottom. Now, as you can see there in the black, she's kind of thinning out. So in the gray, same as well. She's kind of thinning out, as you can see in the top here. Again, when I said I was hit and miss, well, here's one of the hit and misses for me, because obviously the thinner and paint ratio is a little off, as you can see here in the gray primer and the black primer. But other than that, in the white, it shows up pretty damn good. So there's one of my hit and misses so far, is the white. And start off with number 3. That would be the red 003. We'll do the same test again. Do a big line and then a little line. Here we go again. We're looking at the red. She shows up pretty good on the primer white. Kind of pale on the green, on the gray, sorry, and the black. But it's supposed to be fast drying. Look, I'm touching it with my little pokey thing here, and she's peeling off pretty quick. Same thing on the plastic card, bare plastic, coming right off. Same thing on Tamiya primer, coming off. They're not quick drying, but close enough. Alright, let's do another one here. Start off RCM 004. This would be the yellow. Again, we're looking here, so black, she kind of thinned out in the black primer. Same thing with the gray. The white, yeah, again, thinning out. So here's another hit and miss for me, because thinner paint ratio is off. As you can see, she's really running and she's fading fast. So you're gonna have to be doing at least 3-4 coats of yellow just to get the yellow to stick down. Anywho, moving along, let's do another one here. We'll do the orange. Back and forth line. Let's see. Nope. Again, hit and miss. Look at the coloring. She's thinning right down. She's not holding. Again, hit and miss. That was orange. Let's take out the blue. See how our blue holds up to the primer test. As you can see, the paint ran, so we'll just give it a minute and let it dry. Alright. Well, she held up in the white, the gray, and the black, and also in the bare plastic. So their blue is pretty good. So we got a good color on the blue and the black rubber. So the first one and sixth one are a home run. Well, let's check with the brown. AK brown. So we did 2 runs, 2 lines. So far so good. You guys can see there, that's kind of a mocha brown. Totally off from what the picture of the marker is. So, but the color's holding up. It's very thin. So you're gonna have to do a couple coats just to get proper coverage. And let's grab our buff. So this is our buff. We'll set that right next to the brown. One pass, and as you can see here, she's almost like a sand or a tan color here, because held up pretty good in the white primer, gray primer. She's kind of fading, so you're gonna have to do a couple coats for this one. Also in the black, she really faded out. Bare plastic, she looks good there. Mind you, it's just bare white plastic, so anywho, yeah. Paint on right on the primer, scratch test, we're peeling right off. Same thing, white primer peeling off. Black primer, actually holding pretty good. And that's the Stynylrez, people. That's Stynylrez right there, this black one. And bare plastic, peeling right off. Yeah, so she kind of stuck to the Stynylrez pretty good. Like, I really have to force it to scratch it off, so yeah. Anyway, that was your buff. That was pencil number 8. Again, here's our color chart. Got this backwards, pardon me. So buff looks like buff. Brown doesn't even look brown. You guys see that? Yep. See, there's the brown just above the buff. Doesn't even look brown. Anywho, moving on to RCM 009 deck 10. So deck 10 is supposed to look kind of like a deck, grayish. Let's do the marker test, the primer test here. She's more of a white than me. Look at that. Deck 10 right there. Can barely see it in the white primer. Grayish comes out pretty good. Black, obviously, really good. So, does that look like great plastic primer to you? Wow. See, that's gray primer. That's kind of like a grayish white. Yeah. Anywho, so that was your deck tan. Doesn't look like anything like it's supposed to. So we'll do the comparison test right here. No way. No. Real color my ass. So that was deck tan 001. Oh, look at this. We got a surprise here. It's aluminum. Aluminum or aluminium, some would say. So let's do this test on the primer. Straight across, one swipe. We'll compare that to that. And here we are. Can you guys see it? Is it shining? Yep, there's a little shine in there. So, she held up pretty good on the white primer. Gray is awesome, black is awesome, and then also on the bare plastic, really good. So that's your aluminum. Here's a good one there. And our next one here is another metallic. This one is dark aluminum. So we're going to check out the dark aluminum. Do it on the primer test. You should put your caps back on right away when they're done. You don't want it drying up. So I'll line that up with the dark aluminum. Yeah, she looks pretty close to dark aluminum, so that's good. Dark aluminum and aluminum look like they should. She actually, see the shine going right through it all? Yeah. Scratch test, she's painting off pretty quick. Same thing, and same. Yep. She's dry on the bare plastic, so bare plastic seems to be drying a lot quicker than when the paint is sitting on a primer, so that's good to know. So they're holding out pretty good on the bare plastic. Next we got RCM 01212 wood base. Now let's see how this looks in wood. That's some pretty damn clean wood. It's kind of like a flesh color to me. So that's wood base. It's totally off. You see she's kind of drying yellowish green. Yeah. So another hit and miss there for your wood base there, AK. Doesn't match up. And here we got chipping color. So I'm assuming that's black, red, brown. So chipping color. We'll do a comparison test. She's holding up to her color, that's for sure. And on the black, she kind of looks like a purplish. So, not sure what you're going to be chipping with this, because it's kind of giving off a purple look. So, another hit and miss there. Well, we're almost run through one pat. This one is RCM 01414. That's the ivory. Let's grab our color chart. Ivory's coming up more like a flesh color, very light flesh color, so that's good. So in the white primer she kind of looks, yeah, as a flesh color. In the gray primer you can see she's kind of dulling out, looking more like a bone. Black just looks like sand, yellow sand. White, bare plastic, she looks beigey. Yeah, see, another hit and miss there. 3 more to go for this first palette. This one is RLF 15. This is a German color. Nice. Olive Grand. Let's see. Comparison test. Here we got. Yeah, she's really looking pretty good. So, yeah. Let's grab my pen here, my Sharpie, and then we'll put an asterisk right beside that. So far, the ones that are working good. Yeah, so we got a nice green here. One of our German colors. She's holding up pretty good in the black. Same with the gray and same with the white. Here's another good pick for the. So if you get if you're buying individual, every star I have here is where the colors are pretty much matching to what they should be looking like. So far in the first palette I only got 4. Crazy, eh? 4 out of 17 so far. So the next one is also another German color. German color. RCM 016. Like gray. We'll put her through the test, see how gray it looks. Grab our color chart. And you see it's kind of greenish. So she doesn't look like a light gray. Over here in the bare plastic, as you can see right here between the top green and the bottom. Bare plastic looking grayish, greenish, a little green. Same thing in the black primer. Also green and gray and white. So I'm not too sure about this one. It's as you guys can see there. Next, number 17, Dunkelgrau. Huh. Well, we'll see about that. So here's Dunkelgrau. We'll take our color chart, compare the color. So it's taking a little while to dry. As you see, the light gray is still drying. Dunkelgrau is still drying. So that one's not fast drying. Who knows? There. So that was the first palette done, the first row here, and we only got 4 hits. Next one. Dunkelgrau. Huh. RCM 28. Again, like I said, let's do the primer test. This one looks more like its color, as you can see right away. So it looks good on the white, looks good on the gray. It's kind of greenish out though. Black is kind of fading. So yeah, bare plastic, she came out really perfect there. Next one, kind of like red brown. See, there's red brown. Kind of look the same, so that's pretty good. But she's holding up pretty good in the white. The gray's kind of fading out, the black faded out, and the bare plastic, she turned out really good. Okay, moving along. RCM 20, rotten red brown. This one's more of a there's your red brown right there, third from the top. And color wise, yeah, she's a little off, but close enough to, yeah, that's supposed to be a red brown. Anyway, let's mosey along here. Here we got a US color olive drab. That looks like an olive drab. Color chart. Their color chart is off, but the marker looks spot on for an olive drab. Held up pretty good on the white primer. Gray is also good. Black, she kind of faded, of course, it's black. And on the bare plastic, she's holding up really good. And we're on to interior green, US color. As you can see, we got a nice greenish yellow. That'll look good on your cockpit areas. So there's a good one, cockpit green, olive drab, Uncle Gelb, interior green. And the next one we'll be looking at is US interior yellow green. Let's see how this compares to the other one. It's very light from the other one, so that's pretty good. They don't kind of look like they're the same. So yellow green is the bottom one here. Starting to fade out, looking more like an interior. The interior green's looking more like the yellow green. Anyway, but you can see the difference there. One's darker than one the other. And she came out pretty good on the bare plastic, but as for the primer, white she faded, gray she faded, black she faded. So bare plastic seems to be winning all the rounds here. Next is RM 24. We'll do a quick color paint. And 24 on here. Let's do a came out good on the white, the primer, the gray primer, black faded, and as you can see on the bare plastic, she's looking really good there. Anywho, moving along, RLM66. Everybody knows RLM66. Let's see if it holds true to the color, as in real color. Looking at it, yeah, she's holding up pretty good on the white, the gray, the black, and the bare plastic. She looks spot on for RLM 66, so I'll give that a... The interior yellow green's a good one, so yeah. Move along. RLM 76. That's the lightish bluish color. Get over here. Anywho, so we'll line those up. RLM 76 seems to be spot on. Good in the white, good in the gray. Kind of faded out in the black, looking yellowish, whitish. And bare plastic, she's looking good there as well. So RLM 76 is another good one. Moving along, we got RL 79. It's a peach color kind of thing. So RL 79. Kind of like the pink peach color. And that's what I'm getting here. Color's totally off. She faded out in the black, but other than that, the gray, the white and bare plastic is holding up pretty good. That's the RL 79. And we're off to the British RAF Cockpit Green Gray. So, see how that one looks. That looks spot on as well. Just looking at it, I'm going to give this puppy a star. Because I know that's cockpit gray. Holding up really good in the white and the gray and on the black basing. Stanoraz. And also good on the bare plastic, so that was gray. We'll put a star next to that, which we already did. And one of the Japanese color is IGM M3 Mitsubishi Interior Green. Let's see how this one holds out. Alright, looking at the interior green from the Japanese line. Mitsubishi green. She's looking pretty good. Yeah, I like that one. That's a nice green. So we'll put a star on that one. So, and why I'm putting stars on here, these are all the ones that are actually hitting good. The other ones that aren't showing up very good, as you can see here on the test, seem to be running and fading and not holding out, and totally don't even look like the color itself. So, but anyway, we'll get back to that. Here's another Japanese color, blue green. We'll give that primer test. So the blue green is right here. She's holding up pretty good. She looks spot on to what it should look like. As you can tell, the colors match pretty good here. So is the interior green matching up. Gray green here is not even showing anything. It looks cool. But anyways, we'll put a star to that one because that's a good color. And coming up, we got the Russian turquoise interior. So you're not going to find this in any of the other sets. The only way you can get this one if you buy the box itself. So we got Russian turquoise green cockpit. We'll do a color test comparison. There you go. She looks like the color they described here to the paint, and she's holding up pretty good through all the primer test. Fading in the black, of course, because it's more of a white base background for it. And here we come up to RCM 32 gunmetal. What do we got in gunmetal? Pretty shiny. She looks pretty good for gunmetal. Standard gunmetal. Everybody knows what gunmetal looks like. That looks pretty good. Kind of like a darker aluminum. There's the dark aluminum up here. So it's just a bit lighter than the dark aluminum. So it's hit and miss there. But it'll still be good for and then we got the flat black and flat white, so we'll quickly do those ones. There's the black, and the last one for up 34 is the white. Color test, well, it's black and it's white. The white showing up pretty good in the white primer. As you can see, the gray is good, white, black primer. She's holding up pretty good, a little thin, so you have to do a couple passes in the black. And can't really see it in this bare plastic. But anyways, you guys, that was all 34 colors. As you can see them right here. And here we're going to put an asterisk star, and why I did that is because these are the colors that are actually holding up pretty good compared to my test here. So, hope you guys like that one. I'm going to be keeping this alongside so I know what my colors are, so I know which is actually true to the color. There you go. All 34 colors tested in the white, gray, black primer, and then bare plastic. Yeah, I did play around with some of them. I got a little bit of work done here. Like as you can see here, this is one coat, and this is actually Dunkelgelb. That would be RCM 018. She came out pretty good, kind of yellowish. But as you can see, you're going to have to do more than 2 coats. This is 2 coats on this side, the left, and then the right is 1 coat. They all had gray primer on the back, so these were both primed. And marker Dunkelgelb. That'd be this one here, and that one right there. Not very good, very plain. That's it's more like a I also did some on my tank here. Let's move this guy over. So as you can see here, some of the colors right now are pretty good on the, so that was, take that. So there's the colors, all 34 of them on here, white, gray, Dunkelgelb, orange, red, blue, black, wood, rust, chipping, white. As you can see here, the 3 metallics we got. gunmetal, aluminum, and dark aluminum. Not very noticeable. And I sealed it all in, so as you can see here, this is two coats. This is a single coat. You can see the streaking in there, as you can see the streaks in this one. This is all one coat, one coat, one coat. Like all of this is one coat except for this one here, that's a two coat. So definitely gonna have to do a couple passes to get everything the right color, or you're gonna have a bunch of streak lines, and well, you're obviously gonna get streak lines because except for the metallics, they come out nice and flat and everything just shines. Yeah, there's Dunkelgelb again. This was at least 2-3 coats just to get her nice and fixed in there. Let's do a little bit of painting here. So we did a little under painting here. As you can see, I used the white and black method. They're okay for one thing, but when you're trying to get into a place here, you're not going to reach because, yeah, tight spots, you're not going to get in there. Again, it's nice, but you're going to have more trouble than what it's worth. It's good for flat areas, put it that way. Anything that's flat, you'll have a good time. See how easy that went on? You got to keep it a nice good motion, or you're going to end up with little spots there. So as you can see, she's drying up, leaving lines and everything. See how flat it went? Thinned right out, and then so I'll give that another color. So I went over it 4 times now. Drying pretty good, but for me, I find it that it's too thin, that you're gonna have to keep applying and applying just to get a proper color. As you can see, there's the wood, and that was all one coat. Again, like I said, it's hit and miss. They might be good for some things, but not everything. And again, hope you guys like that test I did here, the primer. This is just to show you guys what the colors actually look like under a base. White base, gray base, black base, and then bare plastic. So, if you guys are going to be buying this, I would suggest just buying the individual sets. Like, just get the ones you want to use. For me, out of the 34, there's probably only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 in here that I'm going to be using mostly. The rest is all kaput. And there's another thing. I've been using markers for a long time. I got these on Amazon. They're acrylic paint pens. They're similar to these ones. See the size. Ballpoint. Well, kind of like a ballpoint. Yep. And I find I use these all the time on everything that I build. Cars, tanks, you name it. Just for adding details. A lot cheaper. Work a lot better. come with a nice red. There's a little ball bearing in here. Shake it up. As you can see, it's coming out. And it works just as good as the other one, see? And that's actually a red compared to that red. So, if you're anything like me, you'd probably have a bunch of these already. And you probably won't need these. But hey, it's a tool. We're going to be using it on our bench. Hope you guys like that one. And yeah, stay tuned to the channel for more. Sorry it's a long one, but hey, I try to make it quick and painful as possible. And we'll see you guys next time. So, you got AK Real Color markers, and then you got the 30-pack acrylic pen, marker pen, same thing. 20 bucks, 136 bucks here. It's up to you. What do you want to buy? These or these? And for me, I'm only going to be using the 14 that I got little stars on, the ones that are actually holding their color and look like they're supposed to. Yeah. Anyways, hope you guys liked that test, and we'll see you guys next time. This is Gilly signing out.